From Reels to Rants podcast.
Welcome back to From Reels to Rants, where we break down the best
And go off on the rest.
I'm Walk.
I'm Dawks.
All right. This week we are going through Deadpool and Wolverine. We're introducing our new rating breakdown. So we've got some different rating styles and categories for comedy, action, etc. If it's like Deadpool and Wolverine is not only an action but comedy, but also a superhero movie. So we'll be the core three will always be plot, rewatchability. And acting, and then based on the category, or based on the genre, I should say, It's going to be 2 additional categories, or 3 depending. But before we get too deep into it, let's get down to Screen Scramble, where we warm our minds up, get in the movie mood.
The movie mood.
The movie mood. We'll go from there. I did some tweaking too, so we'll hopefully see how this goes. Good afternoon. Can we start off with an easy movie, please?
Oh, turn it up. That was some feedback.
Good afternoon. All right, let's kick things off with an easy one and get the gears turning. A young wizard discovers he's famous and heads off to a magical school where he makes friends, enemies, and learns about his destiny. Let's see if you can abracadabra your way to the answer.
Bitch, it's Harry Potter.
Bingo. You nailed it. The boy who lived strikes again. Now tell me, are you Gryffindor material, or do you have Slytherin vibes?
I'm definitely a Gryffindor.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
Are you?
Yeah. Ravenclaw till I die, baby.
Gryffindor.
True Ravenclaw in disguise. Clever, quick-witted, and clearly keeping me on my toes. All right, Brainiac, ready to take on a slightly trickier one?
Yeah.
All right, let's turn up the brain power. A group of unlikely heroes bands together to stop a tyrant from harnessing a powerful object that could destroy their world.
The Avengers.
Think you've got this one? Or should I drop a little hint?
The Avengers?
Oh, solid guess. But this one's got a bit more swords and sorcery than spandex and suits. Want a
Guardians of the
hint,
Galaxy.
or are you ready to
Take the
fire
hint.
off another shot?
Take the hint.
Hint. Could have been Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, here's your hint. This journey
Swords and
involves a
sorcery,
magical ring, some hobbits with hairy feet, and one seriously dramatic volcano. Now it should
Lord of
be
the Rings.
preciously clear.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much of a hint. It's Lord of the Rings.
My precious.
Right.
Got it in one. The Lord of the Rings it is.
Not only that,
You're crushing this like the Fellowship on a mission.
we watched Lord of the Rings last night. I forgot how long them bitches were.
Yeah, like 3 hours
Like
piece.
the extended cuts? Yes. Let's go with a more difficult one.
All right, stepping it up a notch. A man with a mysterious past takes on an impossible task to repay an old debt, only to find himself hunted by powerful enemies when he refuses to quit. Let's see if you can crack this one without calling in backup.
Is it John Wick?
Boom. Spot on, it's John Wick. You've got the precision of Baba Yaga himself.
Baba
Tell me,
Yaga.
did you guess that with sheer skill, or are you secretly running a continental branch?
We'll go with sheer will on this one.
A fucking pencil.
Sheer will, just like the man himself. Respect. All right. A grieving father sets out on an epic journey across a dangerous ocean to rescue his missing child with the help of a forgetful friend. Let's see if you can reel this one in.
Finding Nemo.
You got it. Finding Nemo. Thanks for playing along. You crushed it today.
All right, so this week we are getting into Deadpool and Wolverine, the 3rd installment of the Deadpool franchise, bringing itself out of Fox's deathly grips and terrible, scripts and into the Marvel MCU cinematic universe, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We've got Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, with an alternate Wolverine in a mission to prevent the collapse of Deadpool's universe. After discovering Wolverine's grave empty, Deadpool traverses the multiverse to find a variant of Wolverine who has isolated himself following the deaths of the X-Men in his reality. Together, they confront the Time Variance Authority, or the TVA, TVA's Mr. Paradox, and face various challenges to restore stability to their universe. The film blends meta humor, intense action, and explores themes of redemption and friendship.
Because it's a family movie.
It is a family movie.
Yeah. This movie stars Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think it being on Disney makes it a family
It's a family movie. All the Deadpools had their own theme. Like, the first one was a family movie because it started with a murder. No, a love story.
Yeah.
Because every good love story starts with a murder.
Yep.
The second
every
one,
Disney movie has somebody die in it.
Yeah,
so,
Bambi.
Yeah, Bambi.
Lion
Finding
King.
Nemo. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yep.
But Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Uggams, Hugh Jackman back as the only one and only Wolverine. Emma Corrin, which I'm pretty sure she's bald in real life.
Although, I'm not going to lie, I'm not to jump into your piece here, but okay, no, the time will come. We'll get there.
Okay.
Continue.
Emma Corrin, who played Cassandra Nova. Like, in my mind, she's bald in real life.
Yeah.
Every time I see her, it look like it's a wig.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she looks like a cancer patient. It's crazy. Anyway, Dafne Keene is X-23. We got Channing all over your Tatum. Channing Tatum. Channing all over your Tatum. Chris Evans. Jennifer Garner. These are our legacy characters. So Wesley Snipes back as Blade.
The first MCU.
Yeah, that's where it really got its hooks.
People keep saying it was Iron Man, and don't get me wrong, Iron Man kicked off it again, but the first Marvel movie,
was Blade. It was fucking amazing.
It was. It's one of
Black
the best,
superheroes.
One of the best trilogies.
And Ryan Reynolds was in Blade Trinity.
Yeah, you didn't. You catch that? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
No. What did he say? He said in the clip when they were in the little cave or their little hideout, and he was like, "You never did like me," or whatever.
Morena Baccarin, and that's really like the key people. And you have Mr. Paradox, the guy Matthew McFadyen.
Yeah. What was he? Matthew McFadyen.
I can tell you. Matthew McFadyen also starred in such movies as Bloop 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 Bloop. Anna Karenina, Succession. Karenina.
We'll ask here when we get downstairs, but I'm 100% sure
she can cuss me out.
Anna Karenina.
Robin Hood. The one with
Kevin Costner?
No.
I mean, there's a shit ton of
Gladiator. Marcus Deathkiss Aurelius. What's his name?
You say it now, and I can't think of his name.
Russell Crowe.
Thank you, Russell Crowe. Yeah.
The Assistant, In My Father's Den. This looks like a bunch of shit I've
he's got
never
a bunch
seen.
of stuff. Okay, we're good. I don't need this whole fucking
His filmography. Yeah, but
he was a great Mr. Paradox, that's for sure.
yeah, he was Mr. Paradox. And then we got to say him because Rob Delaney. He played Peter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Peter Poole?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I have to tell you something funny. I'm not going to name the name just in case. But Lenny's PE teacher.
It looks like Rob Delaney.
White dude. The haircut. Oh, most of the time we see him, he's wearing a backwards cap, PE teacher, but he's got the mustache. And so Lenny was watching her iPad, and we're watching Deadpool and like trying not, because it's a family movie, but it's not a family movie. And so she turns around and goes, "Oh, it's Mr. So." And so we're dropping her off in the school line, and I was like, he's usually out there when they're putting all the kids in the different cars and whatnot. So I roll the window down. I'm like, "Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet?" And he was like, "Nah." I was like, "Okay, if you do." So I told him what she had said. I was like, it was just funny. I hope he does never watch it and take offense because he's got the little.
Because he's gonna say the shit. Lenny gonna be like, "Hey, you act."
But no, that was funny because we were just sitting there watching, and she just turns around. She goes, "Oh, it's Mr. So and So." Me and Kira just started dying. And we're like, "No, sweetheart, no."
It's not him.
Yeah.
But one of the big points I made about this movie was, and this is where the fanboying starts. This was probably the best and the worst time to bring Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool in to the MCU.
100%. The part where he's in the middle, he's like, "I'm going to fucking Disneyland." He headbutts the
Yeah.
kid.
And he made his point to say that he was like, because Marvel movies have been in the pits.
Yeah.
Like, this, after Endgame...
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, they haven't been any real...
I did like the... I will say, I had hope when they did, obviously, Loki Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. I was a little bummed that, with all the shit that went down with Jonathan Majors and, like, that whole thing, and, like, him not being Kang.
There's a rumor going around that he's coming back.
Hopefully.
Because, the girl dropped the charges.
Listen, I'm not putting my side on any, fucking don't be a dick and put your hands on women. That's number one. Second, if that's true or not, I don't know. I'm just saying, he would have made a great fucking Kang.
Yeah.
And I hope he does come back, and I hope it turns out that maybe it was not true, and they're going to bring him back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would feel really bad if she's just saying that because of pressure and, like, but neither here nor there. Like,
but if they do that, I'm going to need a new Ant-Man, because Kang Dynasty was trash.
Yeah.
I fucking hated that movie.
Was trash.
And you could obviously see in the movie where they were changing shit.
Yeah.
But that's a different topic.
So, rumors aside, I hope Kang does come back.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors was great. And sidetrack. Creed 3 was fucking great too, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, back to what we were saying. So,
I said this came at the best and the worst time, right? Because for a total fanboy moment, if they would have pulled Deadpool in, like, let's say what I said, if they pulled Deadpool in around the Captain America Winter Soldier era, started production of everything of them, and bringing and folding the Fox people into Marvel, fans would have truly gotten what Endgame should have been.
Yeah.
Because, lore. Do you know why Deadpool can't die?
Because, it's escaping me, but yes.
It's a love triangle.
Yeah.
Thanos loves death.
Uh-huh.
Death is a person.
Yeah.
Death fell in love with Wade.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was, in one of the universes, Deadpool was in the fight with Thanos. Thanos was killing Deadpool. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. Because of the reality stone, Thanos can see what's really going on. As he's getting closer to death, he then uses the reality stone to bend reality and make him immortal so that he can never be with death.
Make Thanos never be immortal?
No, he makes
Wade,
Deadpool, immortal so he can never be with death. The one person he loves. Now,
wait, Wade does love death.
Yeah, Wade loves death. Okay. Thanos loves death. Death wants to be with Deadpool.
Okay. I thought it was just because of his, like, extreme healing factor that he just couldn't die.
No,
so I was
it's
wrong. Okay.
So. Thanos was pissed. He's jealous. He's jealous. He's jealous ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And what makes that portion even funnier, they could have really brought, like, because, in the comic books, the X-Men fought Thanos. It wasn't just the Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because what I thought was dope about that won't Endgame, that was...
What do they call those threats? Like, he's like a universal level threat. Like,
yeah.
They call in everybody.
When he had kidnapped Gamora, that was Infinity War.
Yeah.
Kidnapped Gamora. When Drax popped out ready to stab him, he got turned into, like, the blocks. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to Wolverine. He turned nigga into Legos.
to Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, so, like, it would have been 100% fan service at that point. Like, if they would have folded him in back then, that shit would have been fire.
Let's be perfectly clear. Deadpool and Wolverine is a fan service movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all the shit, like, I had a thought. One of my first thoughts when I watched it the first time was, like, I had to watch it a second and third time because the first time I was like, is this too much? You see what I mean? Is this too much? Like, is it too much? Because, like, there are parts where it's great. I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. There's nobody else who could be Deadpool.
He is Deadpool.
There's nobody else who could be Wolverine. Like, all the characters that I wanted to see were there.
There's one person that could be Wolverine.
But it was like,
his name is Henry Cavill.
Yes. When I saw, first of all, I don't know what this makes me, but when I saw the arm,
I was like, that's Henry Cavill.
When I saw the tricep, I was like, oh, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
I know those triceps.
Anywhere. That's Superman. That's Kal-El.
Yeah, Kal-El. That's Cavalrine. But yeah, him. There was some other rumored ones that was going around at one point of who could have played Wolverine. But yeah, so, you know, my initial thought when I watched it the first time was like, is this too much fan service? Like, did they have to pull, like, are we just doing it for the sake of doing it to make people happy, or does it generally advance the plot to have these people there? And it's like one of those things where it's like, it's the multiverse, so like you could make the argument that you could pull in all these different people because it's the multiverse, but like, how much is too much was my thought.
Do you think it was too much though?
I don't. After watching it, I was like, okay. Because, like, you know, we saw the clips and stuff, so, like, when you first see him with Johnny Storm, I was like, you know, I was like, oh, Captain America. I'm like, wait.
I know what Captain America.
Yeah, well, my first thought was like, ooh, Captain America. And then I was like, no, wait. Okay.
My first time seeing it, I was like, I know it's like Captain America. And the reason I knew that's because of the hair.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, true.
He didn't have the Captain America hair.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have the Captain America hair. But then Pyro, I was pumped about that.
Which, if you think about it, that makes Johnny Storm an idiot. You've been running from these people.
Yeah.
You know who's with Cassandra Nova.
Right. And then you go
Why the fuck would you think that Flame One's gonna do anything to Pyro?
Yeah. No.
He's
gonna
pyrokinetic.
Yeah. He's gonna suck your powers out.
Literally.
Suck you dry. But yeah. So no, not too much fan service. I think it was a perfect balance. I missed the part. I'm always the one, like, I don't pay attention to like a lot of the word stuff unless it's like actual, like, you know, 1922, but like it flashed across the screen, and then when I went back and watched it,
Earth 10005.
Yeah, which is the original X-Men universe.
Yeah,
20th Century Fox, and
that's why so many of the 20th Century Fox things were in the movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it was. I thought it was funny too because I pay attention to the background shit and watch movies, so. When him and Wolverine get into the void, right when they're
Wars comic,
when they're lining up, you see the original Thor's helmet, and then at the end of Deadpool 1, you know, that was what they were fighting on top of was the fallen jump from the shit that crashed in Avengers 1. I can't remember the name of the ship.
The helicarrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were fighting on top of one. If you look at when they were lining up, the helicarrier was in the background.
Yeah.
So essentially what the movie was doing was pulling everything that was 20th century related and putting it into background shots in the movie, which I thought was fucking dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I didn't think it was too much fan service. I thought it was just the right amount. I think And
what's even what I didn't think about either though, and what also threw me off when I had to go back and look was when he's talking to Happy, and he's like, "Oh, is the big man gonna be here?" And I'm like, "The big man? What are you talking about? He dead."
2018,
like, right? It was before that. Yeah, the timeline shit always throws me off,
and that's why I did like the second time I watched the movie because when he said the same thing, I was like, "Wait." So it made me look back at when. Endgame was it was prior to 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, it was after 2018. So I was like, makes sense.
Yeah,
but
we're not there yet.
That means it would have still made perfect sense.
Well,
because
also
if it would have happened, 2018, Deadpool would have been there to fight Thanos anew.
Excuse me. When he's doing the first fight scene with the bones,
the opening scene.
Yes, and the snow. I'm like, is he in Sokovia?
Nah,
but no, I know now. What it was like where Wolverine was buried. But
where was Wolverine buried? That was he said it in the movie. He said
somewhere in fucking Canada, wasn't it? No.
Fuck, it's eluding me now, but he ended up saying it, and it was like within like the first 5 minutes of the movie he said the shit.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, but yeah, shit was dope. I was in the same place with it because. Old Man Logan is clearly a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what Logan, the movie, was supposed to be kind of taking from.
Yeah.
But then when he's jumping through different times, he meets the real Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
And he gets hit with a shotgun.
Yeah. First of all, I love that they used the power of love while he's zipping through time. Mm-hmm. Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That was great. But then when, and also not even just Back to the Future, but also, just Huey Lewis, because when he starts to he's trying to sweet talk Logan, they're playing the love.
Yeah,
I forget the name of the song, but like that was great too.
As I was jumping through the different eras, of course, like we got the opening scenes of everything. Deadpool's unhappy, he got turned down by Happy. Yeah, it's not a toupee. It's a what do you say? It's a
hair system.
Yeah, a hair system.
It's a hair system.
He gets turned down by Happy. Which makes up another good point too. So, Deadpool 3, him and
Deadpool 2, you mean? Because this was technically Deadpool 3.
Well, no, Deadpool 3, like Deadpool Wolverine.
Okay.
Him and Vanessa were broken up.
Yeah.
The next thing that actually hit Marvel after that point was Agatha All Along.
Right.
Agatha All Along brings death. She's in that.
Which one is... I haven't seen Agatha All Along yet. I need to watch it.
Nigga. Yeah, you gotta watch that shit, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll find out who death is eventually. Okay. So watch that, Joan. But
is it Aubrey Plaza?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. That's the only person that could have played her.
So fucking sexy. Okay, yeah. She's got like that library sexiness.
Well, she's also got that very like, the.
She was in Evil Exes. Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
And she played Julie so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you see it, she becomes death. It's all leading into Secret War.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, there were hints. Like literally, when they got thrown into the void, the first thing I saw was the torn Secret Wars comic.
Yeah, it's all coming together. Which, in order for them to really get Secret Wars off the ground, we're getting completely off topic. No, in order to get Secret Wars,
rant about shit, y'all.
Everything in between.
First of all, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, bitch.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about us.
Stop hoarding us and hiding us. Tell everybody.
Also, nigga, I got a haircut, motherfucker.
First, you did.
Clean.
My bad. Clean. Yeah,
finally.
Nice and lined. Nice and lined up. Yeah, I didn't. I'm like a couple weeks out. It still looks nice because he goes short, but I've got the hat on today.
Yeah, man. I was so happy yesterday. But yeah, I got off topic because of the haircut, man. The haircut's nice.
Secret Wars, Death, Agatha All Along.
Yeah, it's all converging into one thing, and it's a good and a bad thing because I know Robert Downey Jr., I know Chris Evans, not personally. They want to do other projects. Mm-hmm. They physically said working for Marvel has taken up all of their time. They're going to have to come back for Secret Wars.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like, we're going to see Iron Man again.
But didn't they just announce that RDJ is going to be fucking Doom?
Yeah, which... the reaction for the Doom thing was only because of the Kang thing.
Yeah.
Kang was supposed to be the next big bad, which I'm not mad at a Doom arc. I need a good Doom because...
But a Robert, an Iron Man turned Doom?
Yeah. It'll be dope as shit.
I mean, it will be, but I was hoping for who was the other rumored one that was supposed to be, that could have been coming as Doom? I was like, yes. Also... completely off topic and completely different cinematic universe. I just have to say this because it made me think about casting. Mm-hmm. Who they cast as the new Jon Stewart in
my man from Rubber Ridge.
Yes, yes, I saw that and I was like, people, out here with their fucking colorist.
Yeah,
he's too light. I don't.
He's British.
He's.
Motherfucker's amazing.
Yeah, he was. Anyways, back on track. So it's all coming together. We're gonna get RDJ back. We're gonna have to get Chris Evans back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring everybody back.
But what I need them to do is I need to have them come back with a bang and then just be done.
And that's what I was gonna say, which kind of brings you back because I watched all the Deadpools all over again, and I did have a question for you. Now, if you notice in Deadpool and Wolverine, at the end of Deadpool 2. He went back in time. He saved everybody, right? Cable wasn't there.
Nope.
They said, he made the comment that he didn't test well, and that's why he wasn't in the movie. Yeah. Now, I love Josh Brolin. Yeah. Brolin. I love him. He's a great actor. I don't think he was Cable.
Nah.
And again, in Deadpool 2, he made the comment that, you're Thanos. Yeah. It was funny, but then it kind of made me think, if you could see anybody else as Cable, and I love Cable, one of my favorite mutants, who would you have seen cast as Cable?
I don't know his name, but his homeboy from Avatar, the sergeant dude from Avatar, his boss. Gray
Avatar
hair.
With the blue people?
Yes.
I didn't watch Avatar.
Bro, okay, hold on. Avatar was not ass cheeks. It was a fucking great movie.
But was that the guy from Don't Breathe?
He's the blind dude?
Yeah.
He's going through the house? Yes.
Stephen Long.
Thank you.
Stephen
yes.
Lang.
Yes, Stephen Lang. 100%.
He would have been perfect as Cable.
He is Cable in my
And the only
eyes.
other person I could ever see doing it as Cable was also Big Daddy Cool Diesel Kevin Nash. Cable was the wrestler. Kevin Nash.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
Like-
I didn't watch wrestling growing up like
Oh, yeah. Big Daddy Cool Diesel. That's my guy. You need somebody that's hulking.
Yeah.
Cock Diesel and tall.
Yeah.
Like Cable was he's a living weapon.
Yeah.
Again, I love Josh Brolin. I love him.
But
He wasn't Cable.
Nah, he was Thanos.
I was looking at him, I was
a great
like,
Thanos.
said, all right, I get it. He's a great actor. He brings a lot of depth to Cable.
But-
Cable didn't have depth. It was,
Cable
bitch,
was
I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
My way or you die.
Yeah.
That's it.
You get murked.
So I would have loved to see somebody else's Cable.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But again, it made me think, why wasn't he in Deadpool Wolverine? Cool. So
Because now it's the MCU.
right. But you're slowly bringing X-Men in, which the Marvels did it, like you showed Beast. You're slowly bringing people into...
Wait, which one?
Yeah, post-credit scene at the end of the Marvels, which I didn't like that movie either.
I haven't watched that either.
There was a huge... So apparently...
Was it a movie or a show?
It was a movie. It had Captain Marvel, Rubber Hand Miss Marvel.
I need to go watch all of them.
You do.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean...
behind. I haven't watched like Loki season 2.
I didn't either.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't a bad... The Marvels wasn't a bad movie. It's just... No canceling, but just to keep it real, like, in the phases of Marvel, that time wasn't the time for all, like, action on women film.
Right.
Like, you should have done a Captain Marvel 2 with just Captain Marvel and opening up her story.
Right.
You just put 3 automatic superpowered chicks that were jumping between times and where they were at to take on one big bad. Cool. It just wasn't the proper movie for the time.
Yeah.
Like, let us just get a Captain Marvel movie. Boom. And now you can introduce where Rogue comes in. Because, Rogue is the reason why Carol Danvers goes into a coma.
Because she sucks her powers out?
Every drop. Mm-hmm. So, and that's how Rogue goes OD. So, with all of that, there was apparently shots of a Hulk and Carol Danvers portion when Wade is jumping through the different dimensions, and they were gonna essentially whip his ass and kick him back through time type shit. And if we go back to Deadpool 1, Ryan Reynolds and fans were the real reason why Deadpool got created.
Oh, facts. Yeah, he leaked the shit.
Yeah, we know it was Ryan Reynolds.
100%. It wouldn't have been anybody else.
Yeah.
But when I remember seeing the first time that clip.
Yeah, the complete CGI jump.
I was like,
and I love how they kept the shit in the movie.
And then they were like, "Oh no, it's a fan film," or whatever. And then it comes out that it was leaked, and you're like,
"Oh shit, we're about to get motherfucking Deadpool."
Yeah, no,
but
that was the greatest.
It was. She was dope as a bitch. But anyway, now we're back on topic. So, Deadpool is jumping through different timelines, trying to find their anchor point, their anchor being. Which, TVA aside, I don't see how Logan dying would have collapsed an entire timeline. He's not even the most important X-Men.
Who is the most important X-Men?
In my opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Jean Grey.
She's the most powerful.
She's the most important.
Why is she the most important?
Because the Phoenix Force is the derivative thing that pushes the story of the X-Men. Where it's going to initially get to, which I think December 5th is where Venom Last Dance comes out.
Okay.
Where you finally get to see Null.
Right.
The King in Black. That was a complete comic book story arc where in order to actually beat this nigga, the Phoenix Force had to be imbued into somebody to take him out. And I want to say, my heart of hearts says, because I didn't read the last comic, but my heart of hearts says Venom got the Phoenix Force. I think it was Venom.
In the movie or in
the comic book.
Okay.
So, again, we're back off topic. But now that we know Null is there,
right?
I don't think this is going to be. I think this is the last Venom movie with Sony.
Right.
If they're smart, they would do the same thing that they did with.
Well, didn't he get? Well, no. I was gonna say, wasn't the there was like the goo that was in one of the movies that popped in one of the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, it was
the Welcome Home or Away Far From Home.
It was the last Spider-Man movie, but it was also a credit scene in Venom 2.
Yeah.
He saw Spider-Man, which is also another good point. You know why Venom actually went crazy? The symbiote went crazy?
Why?
You know the symbiote was attached to Deadpool for a time.
I didn't know that.
That's what drove him crazy. Comics, man.
Yeah, comics are crazy.
But anyway, back on topic. So we're jumping through scenes. We're jumping through timelines. Hey, your world's gonna die, or not your world's gonna die. We're gonna kill your world expeditiously.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait 1,000 years for this to happen. Yeah. Like some underground shady shit with the TVA. Cool. Splinter Cell. Deadpool says no, fuck that. I'm gonna go fix this. Jumps through different timelines. Finds a Wolverine. I don't know how, but he finds the one Wolverine that lit the X-Men down.
Yeah. The only one that he wasn't like good in his universe. It made sense.
It didn't make sense.
What do you mean it didn't make sense?
What timeline is Wolverine not good in?
Apparently the timeline he came from.
What happened? That all the X-Men died except for him.
He like went to do something.
Makes no sense.
I know. Again, I'm with you. I know it makes no sense, but they explain it that he like left the safe haven to go do something, and then whoever it was came and murked the whole.
And the only thing in my mind that would have made sense, which I really hope they don't squander that story, this is comic book shit, the House of M.
Yeah.
Which Phil pointed it out to me as we were rewatching the movie. You know when they first introduced, like when Blade, Elektra, and Gambit all walked in? When that scene first starts, the ceiling is that emblem of Wanda that fell in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Multitude of Madness.
The Multitude of Madness. That fell.
Yeah.
That was in there.
Yeah.
So somehow that went to the void also. In the House of M comic books, Scarlet Witch made it so that mutants no longer had their abilities.
So
you know who the first person that was born with abilities? Cable's daughter, Hope Summers.
Interesting.
Who also got the Phoenix Force. Yeah. They could do so much with this motherfucking the story now that they're all under the same roof again. We'll like it's gonna be dope. Hopefully.
What was one thing I wanted to call out, and it made me laugh. So when at the beginning of the movie, they're at his little birthday party, and the door knocks, and he comes out, and he's standing in the hallway, and he's talking to the TVA. Mm-hmm. That scene and how his mannerisms and Ryan Reynolds like talking reminded me of the bathroom scene in Ozark. Did you ever watch Ozark with Jason Bateman?
Fuck yes.
Where he's talking to them about like...
I love Jason Bateman.
Me too. But the scene where he's like, what are you guys going to do with this? Like, the way he's talking, like the very, like, I don't know how to, like, describe it, but, like, that made me think of that scene in Ozark where he's, like, talking to them and, you know, and he's just, like, breaking down, like, what's going to go down. Uh-huh. It just... So, some of Wade's scenes and, like, the way he talks and just his, like, his one-liners... like reminded me, like if I closed my eyes, I could see Jason Bateman. Uh-huh. So that just one thing that I saw that just made me laugh hysterically.
Which is also, I made the point too, when we were talking about Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool. You know this nigga's been like this for his whole career.
Yeah.
Like I went back and watched Van Wilder.
Yeah.
Even back then, I was like, fuck, that is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like,
there's literally nobody who could have done this better than him. He was made for that role.
Yeah.
That's just his character.
Yeah. Even watching in Waiting, I was like, fuck, that's Waiting, Deadpool.
Van Wilder, Just Friends.
Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah, Just Friends was a fucking great movie. The only one that slightly could be argued not is, what was the one, like, chick flick he did?
The Proposal?
No, not The Proposal.
That was a great movie too.
Proposal was good. Definitely Maybe.
I fucking love that movie.
Where he's like the dad. I mean, kind of, but like,
No,
I love the movie. I'm saying he's not.
I love that movie so much I bootlegged that shit.
Really? Definitely Maybe was a great movie.
And then I went out and bought it.
Breslin.
Abigail Breslin?
Abigail Breslin, yeah.
Yeah. Good ass fucking movie. We're off topic as fuck. So we're jumping through timelines. He gets the Wolverine.
Favorite kill scene
of the movie?
Of this movie.
One sticks out. Best or funniest?
No. Let's combine them. Because to me, the funniest, the best is the...
When Nicepool got shot the fuck up and his head got exploded.
Okay.
I've rewound that shit like so many times,
yeah.
No.
My favorite was when he bounces the fucking katana
off the ground.
Off the ground. Get my country's name out of your fucking mouth.
And when he did this shit, I was like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yep. But then what's even better is how he did the katana through his
What we was talking about, to clean the blood off.
I was like, that's realistic. But yeah, the way he bounced it, it made sense. I was like, that's impossible. Then I was like, oh no, wait, he did mention that they were adamantium.
Yeah.
So, but
and that's what made it so dope too. Like, because any normal fight scene, like when him and Wolverine lined up, let's fucking go, got me hype as a bitch.
Yep.
But when all that shit happened, going toe to toe, blade for blade, Wolverine, he would have sliced your regular ass katanas in half.
Oh yeah.
So I liked that they made the point at the beginning of the movie to be like, ooh, I love the new car smell and adamantium katanas. Like, you're gonna drop that early in the movie so it makes sense later because real fans would have tore that shit to pieces.
Tore to pieces.
Yeah,
you can't come at Wolverine with anything but adamantium. He would have sliced. That's the moment that he would have bounced the katanas off and it didn't break, and I'm like, yeah.
And then also, we'll get back on topic, but I thought it was funny. In Deadpool 1, the guy that they call Fat Gandalf, he didn't have any lines. He's got his balls grabbed.
Yeah.
In Deadpool 2, he had lines.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds was like, no more lines for you. And in the third, in Deadpool Wolverine, he had lines again. Yep. Continuity. Yep. Anyway, so...
I wonder if they have people for that, or if that, like, the writers who did it, like, obviously I would imagine they go back and, like, watch stuff for continuity. Like, how crazy would that be to be your job? It's like, your job is to go back and watch the movie. He can't have
lines. Y'all said that last movie.
Right.
You probably get paid millions of dollars for that shit, too.
Shit.
We meet Cassandra Nova for the first time. Like, what would have been dope about that is if when she rolled up, she had the wheelchair from X3. Because you remember, I'm about to say Psylocke. Jean Grey burnt him out the chair. Mm-hmm. If she would have rolled up in his chair, that would have been like nobody would have noticed it but me.
Yeah.
But that would have been dope as a bitch. But we meet Cassandra Nova.
There would have been other people that would.
It'd have been me. It'd only been me. We meet Cassandra Nova. I was mad that you gotta stand it. Why wouldn't you not just get Vinnie Jones to play the Juggernaut from X3 again?
So I'm glad you mentioned that because I had thought about it earlier, and one of the things I wanted to say was like that was a missing opportunity. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah,
like, that would have been the best callback.
But you had just some other nigga, which is cool. Everybody deserves a shot, but Vinnie Jones would have been spot on for that jump.
He's also getting older, bitch now, but he might not have wanted to do it.
That's true, but I mean, I can only speak for me. If I had to reprise a role 40 years later and I'm older. Yo, out of the Blade thing, put me in this bodysuit.
Right.
Let me be on screen for like.
Bodysuit, he looked normal.
He said that shit. He was like, my muscles ain't as big as they used to be, so they definitely he got the padded suit.
Skinny ass Snipes.
You're right. But I was like, yo, like,
eat a fucking sandwich.
I would have definitely came back for 2 days,
right.
Shot them scenes and was out.
Oh yeah, facts. CGI.
Yeah.
Body double or something.
You can just use the back of my head for the rest of everything else. Like, you don't need me. You need these close-ups.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, it's Juggernaut. He just has a little helmet.
The helmet.
Give me a big old bodysuit.
And the only thing that they needed from him in that movie was the fucking helmet.
Yeah, that's it.
So.
That's it.
Anyway, Cassandra Nova yanks Wolverine through the ground, throws him away.
Speaking of Blade, What's going on with Blade? Did they cancel the movie or like?
So I follow Mahershala Ali on Threads.
Mahershala
Ali.
Okay. Mahershala? Is it Mahershala?
Mahershala. Yeah. What you thought his name was?
I don't. I'm not even gonna say it. Continue.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali. I follow him on Threads. He said that the movie is still in like pre-production.
Okay, so they haven't even started filming.
Yeah, because they've dropped like 5 directors.
Yeah,
I'll direct the shit.
Listen, I hope it's for the fact that like the directors are trying to go their own route, and people are like, "Motherfucker, this is a comic book movie. You can't do that shit."
Right.
You need to keep
the source material clean. And it's, even if you think about the smart way to do it, we had a really good telling of Blade in the first 3 movies. Mm-hmm. You could literally just start rewriting it now so that you could bring his side of when he's with the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a great fucking telling. Like, it's in the MCU, so you'd have a reason to have people like Wolverine in the movie, mm-hmm. to have Deadpool in the movie, to have Iron Man or Doctor Strange in the movie. Like, I think if they're smart about it, they'll go the Midnight Suns route.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
You have enough source material for the shit.
Too much.
Yeah, and then that's also the kind of thing that pissed me off because I wanted to see Kit Harington grab the blade.
Yeah.
So that would have been dope as a bitch because he got the call from Mahershala Ali. Mm-hmm. But again, that's one of the Marvel fan service moments. But I don't think we're ever going to see it come to fruition for until 2030. Yeah. Anyway, so what's her name? I just forgot her name. Cassandra. She grabs, drags, and throws Wolverine through the dirt, mm-hmm. literally through the dirt. Puts her fingers in Deadpool's head.
Every time I watch her do that, I was just like,
she finger fucks his head.
Sinuses hurt.
It made your sinuses hurt. Remember back on episode 2 when I was like, in a quiet place, I'd have finger fucked him. That's what I would have did to him. Just finger fucked him. Head explode. The part of the movie that I did not like, and it's just continuity for me again. You're surrounded by your people, your
right.
crew. Nobody saw Wolverine come out the fucking dirt.
Nope.
Baby knife. You're gonna need more than one little knife to get me. How about 6? Bam. Baby knife. Yeah. That shit was funny to me, but nobody noticed this thing come out the ground. No. So
it's a movie.
Don't say that shit.
It didn't advance the plot.
Alioth comes, which we all knew that shit was gonna happen. I love the tie back to Loki season 1 for mm-hmm. that. Alioth comes, they get away, they fly, boom, they're out. They now meet Nice Pool.
First of all, we can't skip over the fact that Gambit was fucking amazing.
We ain't get to Gambit yet.
We didn't?
No. We're still at the
Right, okay, you're right.
So, Honda Odyssey.
Right. Yeah, Honda Odyssey, right. Fucking Odyssey. Actually, we have a Honda Odyssey. It's a great car.
You have a Honda Odyssey, bro?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Here's car.
Yuck. Yeah. Sorry, sis. Yuck.
No, okay, so we're going to take a little tangent.
Honda Odyssey is nasty work.
Here's what's funny about this and the movie. She originally, when we found out we were going to have number 2, was looking at the Kia Carnival. And it was right around the time it first came out. I saw a TikTok. I sent it to her. She's like, oh my God. She goes to the dealership by herself. And you know, that is a big deal for her because she's a fucking introvert. So she went to the dealership. She went through all their kerfuffle and got everything done, locked down. They had approved financing, everything. But the car wasn't there yet because it literally hadn't, it was like out, but not out yet.
Yeah.
Well, the dealership, fuck you, Kia,
I hate Kia.
They never did anything. They just didn't put what the dealership did was they signed everything up, got everything done, but they didn't order anything because they knew they were going to get more. So she never got it, and then she went to CarMax and found the the Honda Odyssey. So we have the Honda Odyssey. It's fucking great.
Fuck that Honda Odyssey.
It's great.
There's a better car.
I mean, there is. It's the Kia Carnival, but it's too late now.
A Pacifica.
Chrysler Pacifica?
Fuck yes.
Fuck out of here.
One, I'm a Mopar head. Everybody knows that. But Pacifica is where it's at.
Fuck Chrysler.
Pacifica.
Fuck Dodge.
Don't say that. Dodge is where it's at, dog. Anyway, so Honda Odyssey. Wade unfortunately to slip. And I found it funny that his initials really are WWW.
Yeah.
Was it Wade Winston Wilson?
Yeah, Wade Winston Wilson.
It's fucking hilarious.
WWW. World Wide Web.
Right. Honda Odyssey. And we got to find a way to see if they are able to fix
nice
your world.
Pool, and that just popped in my. I can break the fourth wall too. The proposal. Just made me think about that. It was so random.
It was. But okay, great movie. But having nice pull in the movie made the movie that much more funny for me.
Yeah.
Are those gold-plated 50 Desert Eagle pistoleros? They are. Can I have them over my dead body? That's going to happen.
All right, we'll see.
That nigga said, foreshadowing.
I forgot he really did say that.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
So
Gold-plated 50 caliber
Desert Eagle pistoleros. Wait, where's your mask? Really?
Really? Covering up his face?
They're in the car. He's
You know what's funny though? Nice Pool also reminded me of, just because he like really laid on thick the Canadian accent.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the guy, and I don't know if he's Canadian, but you know the videos, the for fuck's sake, for fuck's sake, no way. You know what I'm talking about?
No way.
The long hair just made me think of that guy on
No way.
No way, for fuck's sake. Fucking Canadians.
Right. Gotta love them. Gotta hate them. So
Eyes watering like a bitch.
So Wolverine's like, what did you just say? Somebody at the universe is like, no, before that. If they can't, you fucking liar. So big ass heated argument. Say one more fucking word. Yep. Nigga said gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial?
Why was that the word you chose? That shit sent me flying, yo. Gubernatorial. So
it's like governor, right? Gubernatorial? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This show's funny as a bitch. So, Logan lets him have it. Tell him all about himself. Like, bitch, you fell for a stripper.
Yeah, Logan was coming after you next, bro.
Nigga said, I'm going to punch you now. I'm going to fight you now. He wouldn't say something. Yep. Logan nose started bleeding, and they went to town. Like, they literally fought from sun to sundown. Like, that scene, funny as shit.
It's the best.
Yeah, baby knife. That's about to be my shit for the rest of the year, yo. Baby knife. So, they get to fighting. Fuck. Everything goes down. They're both tired. Cool. Fuck it. This fight is done, but you're still a liar. Oh, we skipped over the part where Logan was such an alcoholic. He's drinking rubbing alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck your liver.
Yeah, he's rubbing alcohol.
That shit was funny as a bitch, yo. So we fast forward.
Some more action for you.
We fast forward. Goddamn, like even after drinking, my throat still dry. Pause. Cough drop. So, we fast forward. The fight in the van is over. They get picked up on, and now this is where we get to the part where we get to meet the legacy characters. So, I knew something was going on. As soon as you heard the music tempo change, motherfucking Blade walk in. I was hyped as a bitch.
Oh, I was hyped too.
Blade walks in. Elektra. I like Jennifer Garner, but Elektra, fuck out of here. You could have chose anybody else. You chose Elektra.
Yes.
of all other people.
Better than, and I love Ben Affleck, but Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Ben Affleck Daredevil was just as bad as fucking what was the name? Elektra. It was just as bad.
Oh, both the movies were bad.
Yeah, and it was so funny because it made me go back and think of Bullseye that was in Daredevil.
Oh, fucking Colin Farrell.
Yeah, yo. He got a target on your head, literally. Anyway, so everybody gets super hyped because now the thing that everybody was always waiting for but we never got, chanting all over your Tatum walks in as Gambit.
The best. That movie
that shit
needs to happen.
It does, and period. That shit would have been fire.
If they bring the X-Men back and he's not Gambit, I'm not seeing him.
What if he isn't Gambit? Who else would you want to see as Gambit? Because to be real, chanting all over your Tatum's getting old too.
I don't give a shit. He looked fantastic as
he Gambit.
Did. Movie magic. He had a suit on. All he needs to see is his face.
Yeah. And make the eyes red.
Yeah.
Black and red.
Were they black and red in this one? I didn't see.
I don't think so. I think they were regular eyeballs.
Okay. Well, lame.
I'm 90% sure they're regular eyeballs. They went to black and red.
I think this actor's getting up there too, but the only other guy that looked... I think it was the guy that... the actor who played him in
X-Men Origins?
Was it?
Is that who you're about to say?
I think so.
Taylor Kitsch?
I'm saying that's the only other person that's done it so far, right?
Oh, yeah. Taylor Kitsch. He wasn't a good... I hated Taylor Kitsch. I hated Taylor Kitsch as Gambit. Which is also crazy because despite what they did to Deadpool in X-Men Origins wasn't that bad of a movie.
I liked him as John Carter, but...
I rock with him, John Carter.
I don't know who I'd pick as Gambit because, like, in my mind's eye, all it's ever been has been Channing Tatum.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got to bring my phone up for this one. We do this all the time. Well, me and the brothers do it all the time. You definitely need to be in the chat too. Why
am I not already in the chat, bitch?
Well, this is a different chat. we were all talking about if you could redo all the X-Men as black actors,
ooh,
who would they be recast as? I said Gambit is Charles Michael Davis. So if you don't know who that is,
show me.
I'm about to say
I know I guarantee I'll know the face.
You will. That's Charles Michael Davis.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna post a picture too, so y'all can see him too. But Charles Michael Davis, if you watched Vampire Diaries or the originals, he was Marcel or Marcellus. Yeah, he'd be a great Gambit. But yeah, if they do the Gambit thing, I would love to see him as Gambit. I can't think of another actor I would like to see as Gambit. If it isn't him or Channing Tatum. Channing all over your Tatum. So yeah, we get the speed plot of everything.
They'd have to find, not to go back to it again, but they'd have to find like an unknown, I think.
You think so?
If it wasn't going to be Channing Tatum, they'd have to go with someone unknown.
You think so?
I think so.
I'll think more about it.
Go find a Cajun.
You just crawl through New Orleans. You look like you could be Gambit.
Yeah.
So, here's now where we're exiting scene 2 and we're getting into the third act of the movie. We have a plan. We all know that Cassandra Nova can't be stopped because her telepathy is way too strong. Mm-hmm. The only person that we could have done anything with it, she already murked.
Yeah.
That was Magneto.
Yep, because of his helmet.
And then, that also made me think, which Magneto did she kill? Fassbender Magneto? Or was it Gandalf Magneto?
Sir Ian McKellen?
Gandalf?
Yes, but Sir Ian McKellen?
Couldn't remember his name. He's Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
So,
fucking Balrog.
In my mind,
XP stealing motherfucker.
In my mind, it had to have been Michael Fassbender. No. 20th Century Fox. That would have been Ian McKellen.
They were both Fox, weren't they? All the X-Men were Fox.
Were they?
Yeah.
Interesting. That changes things.
Fassbender. So, okay, if we're doing this, Fassbender is Ian McKellen. This is the origins. He grows into Ian McKellen.
You're right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm surprised you didn't think of that.
I didn't. But it was the reboot. You're right. They rebooted the series. Interesting.
Getting slower in your old age.
You're right. I'm about to get another year.
Shit. But yeah, no, Ian McKellen. That's Fassbender. So I mean, technically they're both, but yeah, oof. I mean, and we're talking. He's Omega level 2. So
yeah.
She had to have gotten his helmet off though.
Yeah.
Somehow.
How would she have done that?
That would be something to see.
Yeah. Well, we won't say it now because that bitch dead.
Right.
Anyway, so we have a plan together. We need to invade Cassandra's place and cause this battle royale to get this helmet, because now the only other helmet left is Jug's helmet. The Juggernaut. Juggernaut, bitch. We get the helmet. We put it on her. We can then save our world.
Right.
So cool. Who was it? Wolverine? Hey, I'm not doing this shit. Like, you're not putting me back into a position to help none of you fuckers.
Right.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go get drunk. I skipped over a really great part. The running meme with Gambit's accent, which was spot on.
It was 100% spot on.
I shot about my daddy's nutsack.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, bro.
I'm just glad that the kids weren't paying attention, because those are questions I'm not ready to answer yet.
Shit was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
So we meet X-23. Wolverine goes outside. They have their father's daughter moment at the fire. You know, you're a lot like him. She ends up saying the line to him that he said to her in Logan. He gets inspired. Why would you put Logan in the fucking trunk of a Honda Odyssey? It's fucking weird. We're now about to hit a raid on Cassandra Nova's spot. Who pulls a rocket launcher out? Blade.
Yep.
Pulls a rocket launcher out. And when he did it, it made me think back to when we used to play Call of Duty. Blowing niggas out their boots.
Yeah, blowing niggas out their boots.
With the small
tube.
Nigga, they used to hate us.
Small.
Cook niggas' boots. Anyway.
I run around that thing all day. I haven't played Call of Duty in a minute.
It's been a minute. Like,
I think Modern Warfare 3 was the most recent one I've played on the newer consoles.
Whenever the first time Warzone came out, and I knew it took 212 gigs, I said not half my hard drive, delete.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, that shit's gone. Even though I have an external and I have an internal update for my hard drive, I'm still not playing the shit. Like, I can't get busy with it. Anyway, we blow the fingers off. We blow the hands off of Ant-Man. Invade. Everybody hops out. Epic action scene. Cool. Wolverine jumps out too. Comes out the trunk of the Honda Odyssey. It's fucking crazy.
Great.
That fight scene, from the choreography to the action behind it, was fire. That's where I would say, when it comes down to fan service best kills, seeing Gambit blow niggas up with those cards
was that
chef's
that
kiss.
made the movie for me.
Because again, another little known fact about the Marvel Universe, unless you read the comics, Gambit is an Omega level mutant. He witnessed what there's a timeline where Gambit blew the Earth up.
Yep, he witnesses what his powers are capable of, and he has Mr. Sinister, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Sinister, Essex Corp, go in and take the part out of his brain so he can't ever reach his full Omega level potential. Which again, I just thought was dope as a bitch.
Yeah.
Because, call back to Deadpool 2. You know the guy they said the guy that ran it wasn't an orphanage, but the place where Fire Fist was at, where Domino, I love Zazie Beats. The place where Domino was at, that let's call it orphanage just for now. Just so the orphanage, you know that place was ran by Essex Corp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, great callback. it all goes back to it. It's still
That's the
Mr.
one,
Sinister is somewhere around this bitch.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've loved about the Deadpool movies is like the care that they've taken for all the little callbacks, all the little Easter eggs, and like again, this one bringing in all the MCU stuff, and like again, just how they tied everything in together, but all their little subtle things that, like you said, if you haven't watched the movies or comics, like you miss those pieces, and that's like one of the things that like made this rank higher for me.
Yeah, and that's what I really liked about just the Deadpool series as the movies came out. Like, you could tell the people that were really behind the writing, the producing, directing, they knew the source material that they had. Like, again, like me, like, I didn't automatically gravitate towards the Omega Level Mutants when I was a kid. Like, the Cyclops, bitch-ass nigga. The Phoenix, Jean Grey, Professor X, all those my nigga. Like, I love the nuanced characters that people, I guess, slept on. Like, Domino. Like, Domino was perfect for X-Force because her ability is she's lucky. Again, small fact behind Domino, she was a merc also. Mm-hmm. She would take the job where we need somebody sniped from 20,000 yards away, 50 miles away, and she can make the shit happen. So, her and Longshot, fucking dope mutants. Nightcrawler, who is my favorite mutant. Psylocke, Captain Britain, Sunspot, M, Jubilee.
Nightcrawler wasn't in there, though. What's his face? It was Azazel, wasn't it?
Azazel was in it, yeah. But Azazel is Nightcrawler's daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azazel and Mystique. Parents.
That's right.
So, again, super fucking dope. But also that's a part of, I guess because it's a movie. I know you're going to say it. They didn't use Azazel to his full potential. Azazel could have took all of the motherfuckers out.
Yeah, he could have.
Teleport you 98 miles in the sky, teleport back down, watch you drop to the ground. Mm-hmm. You're dead. He could take everybody out. But I got you. It's a movie. He could have fucked them all up. Cassandra Nova ain't need nobody but Azazel.
No. He would have murdered everybody.
Every last one of them. So again, power struggle ensues. Everybody starts getting fucking killed. Mm-hmm. Wolverine goes up there to attack Cassandra Nova. She finger fucks his head. Gets inside his mind.
You the finger fucking.
Yeah. And what I thought was dope about it, so you remember that was Endgame. You remember Endgame when Scott Lang came back out, he went to the memorial.
Yeah.
Where Wolverine was sitting beside looked like the stacks of where the X-Men all the people that got snapped out of existence was at.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that was supposed to be like that, like it was the same thing.
Like if that's where all the X-Men got snapped out of the MCU was during Thanos's.
Yeah.
There had to have been some left over.
Some. But who?
So you think, I get what you're saying. So you think they're going to use that as like the bring back, like they got snapped back?
Yeah.
Now with them coming, like, okay, I see, possibly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Good storytelling.
They would need to, what I would like to see them do is go back and like edit the.
That would be dope.
Put the names on there, because like you can't do nothing with like the hard copies that are out there on like Blu-ray, but like if it's on digital, if it's on
Disney Plus,
right? But like we own it on like iTunes, so but it's digital. But you could go back and like,
because like off topic as fuck, like season 8 of Game of Thrones with the coffee cup, all the digital shit now you can't. They edited the shit out. Mm-hmm. But if you had the DVD, it's there.
Oh yeah, it's there.
So
Starbucks.
Right, fucking crazy. So, your finger fucking Wolverine's head was literally only there to be the plot device to get Deadpool behind you. The same way that when you were finger fucking Deadpool, Wolverine got behind you. Mm-hmm. So we get the helmet on Cassandra Nova. We shut her down. We sling ring itself open. We jump through the hole. We're back in our timeline. So, hey. We understand where we're currently at now. The device is here, ready to knock my timeline out of existence completely.
Bluey.
what we got to do to make sure that we can save this shit. We meet back up with Nice Pool. Nice Pool is like, hey, I told you, blah, 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 blah. You didn't want to fuck with the Deadpool core. Who's the Deadpool core? Oh, it's a bunch of Deadpools that she's been collecting all over the timeline. Mm-hmm. All of these Deadpools come out. Super fucking dope. Favorite death of the movie. Shoot up. She used him as a human shield. Head explodes. Grab his pistoleros.
Do you know they filmed all of that in one shot?
Really?
One? Oh, you didn't watch the extras?
I didn't watch all the extras.
They did. They called it a oneer, I think. But it's literally one continuous. Like they had to go over and over and over. But like, go back and watch the extras. I'm 99% sure they called it a oneer. But they showed how they literally. It was like a 6-minute like breakdown of how they filmed that whole thing with one continuous shot.
Oh shit!
It was fucking gorgeous.
Okay,
that's one of my favorite fight scenes of the movie. Was all of that, like how they choreographed everything and
technical.
I said one of. I didn't say the. I said one of.
And it's because
the original fight between Deadpool and Wolverine opening was the best.
And only reason I like the Deadpool core versus Deadpool and Wolverine could have had so much more potential. But then it just makes me think, like, did y'all just run out of budget?
I don't think they ran out of budget. I think it's just like you could have done that fight scene for a good fight. But how much is too much?
Yeah, I don't need too much. Give me some abilities. Give me niggas jumping off walls. I want to see heads getting lopped. Give me some shit, not just niggas getting ran through.
Yeah,
literally getting ran through.
Yeah, they ran through them.
Right, and then they all have the healing factor. Whoop, they're back up. Run.
Yeah.
So
the whole time that's happening, I'm like,
somebody's getting up.
They're all getting up.
Yeah, I was like, somebody's gonna get up, and then they all got up.
Dog pool.
Head pool.
That fucking tongue.
Who voiced Head pool? Was that one Matthew? No, the cowboy one was Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Somebody we know was Head pool. And the name eludes me.
I'll find it.
Yeah. So. Again, third act, we get, what's his name? What's the nigga name? TVA guy. Mr.
Paradox.
Mr. Paradox. Hey, snatch him. We got to get to where the essentially the bomb is. This is going to collapse the timeline. Cassandra Nova now knows she's getting fucked over because I'm trying to shut down the void completely. She now comes through. She gets to the bomb. I can't remember what the name of the bomb is, but she gets hands on it. She starts making everything converge. Deadpool. Who was it?
Nathan Fillion.
The rookie.
Yep, the rookie. And then fucking Welsh pool. Canada pool. Gosh.
So many pools.
So many pools.
So we're running, and exactly what you think is going to happen. It's where the convex of the movie is. Wolverine, I have to sacrifice myself. No, bitch, it's my sacrifice to make Deadpool.
Climax of the movie?
What did I say?
The convex of the movie?
Climax. You know what I meant, bitch? Climax of the movie. Again, that part with them switching sides didn't make any sense because you're Wolverine. You've literally cut through so many things with your adamantium claws. Right. You can't cut through a door.
It's a movie.
Didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't.
So, but somehow he gets in that motherfucking room. Completes the charge. They hold hands. They connect one side to two side. Gets everything revamped in, kicks Cassandra Nova out, boom, right? She's gone. So, big titty chick that runs TVA comes in, ho, Paradox, you bitch.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so, we know what to do with your punk ass. So, everything comes to its climax, happy ending. We now get the other Deadpool, which was, Peter Pool. He's held in Jesus regard. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's you. So I skipped the part where they time jumped back into It wasn't CarMax, DriveMax.
Yeah, DriveMax. Basically CarMax.
Yeah, falls on top of the Honda Odyssey. Mm-hmm. Fucking hilarious. Timeline gets saved. Is essentially where we're at. So everybody's back. These are the people that mean the world to me. They are my world.
Right.
All in one happy position, and Wolverine is now part of his family. Mm-hmm. Cool. For what it was worth, it was
I'm gonna make you do this till you're 90.
Right. The movie was, because I want to rank them against each other. Do you think this is the best one out of the trilogy?
No, not at all.
What was the favorite one?
First one.
Yeah.
Number one.
I think it did it go in order? Was it 1, 2, 3?
For me, it was 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. Cause one, like, when I went back and rewatched one, I have a good time watching one every single time. 2, the only drawback that I really had with 2 was cable.
Yeah.
And then 3 was the perfect way to settle it, but I don't think 3 was better than 2 or 1. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that's the movie, guys. I forgot how we do the ranking already.
So I got you. I'll do
real quick. Shout out to my boys, the Bucks. We are going into the fourth quarter. It is 30-0.
Bucks? Who are they playing?
The Giants.
Oh, they're smashing the Giants.
It's 30-0.
I wouldn't count that as like a win-win, because like
I would, because we've been on a losing streak. Because we lost so many people, but 30-0. I should text a few of my Giants friends and be like, "Ha." But I'm not. I'm going to just wait until next week to wear my jersey. That's all I'm going to do, guys. I'm not going to be super petty. But, yeah. Ranking.
So, plot storyline out of 5.
Plot storyline. I'm going to give the plot a 4. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay. It's better than I gave it.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 3.
Why?
Because it's to me, it was like, it was packed to the brim. There's almost too much going on. They crammed in like so many callbacks and multiversal nods that like it gets sometimes hard to follow.
Okay.
And so for like a person who maybe, not to mention, there's probably not going to be too many people that aren't like big. Well, if you've seen the first 2, I could see you going to watch the third one.
Yeah.
The first 2 don't have too big into like the multiverse and the Marvel and all that stuff. So like if you're a basic average like comic book Marvel fan, you might be with it. But like plot storyline, I give it a 3. I think with movies like this, it's almost like you have to find a good balance of like trying not to explain too much,
yeah,
to where your diehard fans are like, we fucking know this already, or just enough that it's, you know what it is without having to again like go into too much detail. So that's, for me, it was too much packed in. And I get why they did it, but I rank it up in other places. But for me, plot storyline was a 3, just because it was a lot for like your average everyday person to kind of follow along with. Mm-hmm. So that's why I ranked it there, was a 3 for plot and storyline.
Rewatchability.
I gave that a 4.
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 4 only because, again, like it kind of ties into the plot storyline, but like it's the first time it was super entertaining. I watched it. There was that kind of slight feeling I had the first time. I was like, is this too much? Mm-hmm. But the more I watch it, the reason I gave it a 4 was because the more I watched it, like the parts that were like really funny were still funny, but the parts that were only kind of funny, I was like, okay,
you're over it.
I'm over this now. So
and no offense, it's how I feel about now new age Kevin Hart jokes. Like
old school Kevin Hart was funny. New age
Kevin Hart, not funny. Seriously funny Kevin Hart. I'm a grown little man Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I still die laughing at them shits regularly. New age Kevin Hart, like I forgot what the latest stand up was.
I haven't watched it.
I did, and I didn't laugh at all. I was like this whole time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway,
so rewatchability 4.
I gave it a 5.
Yep. Because 5, okay.
I know when it comes down to the Deadpool movies, just overall period, like I know I would genuinely be happy if we're at like a house party and there's something's on.
Yeah.
It's music playing, it's some people in the living room, popcorn's getting thrown around and shit, and that movie's on. I'd probably be sitting on the bar looking at it, right?
Yeah, fair.
I also know that if it's when it's playing on cable, that if and nothing else is on, I'll be like, oh shit, Deadpool Wolverine. I'm gonna watch it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say I give it a 5 for rewatchability. Like it's not a movie where I'm like, fuck this movie again. Yeah. Like it was like I fuck with this movie.
Yeah, so I guess the way I thought about it was like if I looked at it and comparing it to my favorite, which was the first one, I'm gonna watch the first one over this one.
I see that. I'll give it a 4 then. Yeah. I see that because if 1, 2, and 3 were on simultaneously, I'm gonna watch 1.
Yeah. And if 2 and 3 were on simultaneously, I'm going to watch 2. So for me, I was like,
I'll give it a 4.
It's rewatchable.
Yeah.
Compared to at least that. Because there's other movies I would watch over Deadpool's.
But, yeah. Like Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yeah.
Favorite movie.
Acting.
I'm going to give the acting a 4 too.
See, I gave it a 5.
Why?
Because it's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Like, it's peak.
That's what we discussed earlier. It's Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds.
But you could also argue that Ryan Reynolds is just Deadpool.
Yes, we did.
Like if he's that's what I'm saying. But that and then of course Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Right.
But like the
reason I didn't give it a 5, Johnny Storm. I guess because of the R rating, he was over the top.
Fair.
It wasn't the normal Johnny Storm antics I'm used to.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with you on the 4. I'll change my rating to 4 because I'll give you that. I think that was a little over the top, and that brings my rating back down overall, which we'll get to.
And then we said
acting. Next would be laugh factor.
It wasn't gut-bustingly funny. It's a 3.
I gave it a 4. Because again, like I said, the parts that were funny, and I literally laughed, and there's just so much callbacks and so much of just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, the whole Gambit and even Johnny Storm, even in the extras, when he's just going off, it reminded me of even Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity. Some of those where you come juggling thunder cunt or whatever. Yeah. So laugh factor was 4 for me. But yeah, it was in some places they were trying too hard, but it's a Deadpool movie, so it delivers on comedy where it counts, and I think that's why I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was definitely above average for I tried not to rate these just amongst the Deadpool movies and just overall, because again, I wanted to rate it standalone from the others, but also incorporate my thoughts and ranking amongst the other Deadpool movies.
Okay.
Stunts and effects.
That had to be a 5. Yeah. The stunts were crazy.
Yeah, the stunts were crazy. The effects were crazy.
As always.
Nothing to me screamed CGI. When I watched it,
the skin being ripped off of Johnny Storm screamed CGI.
Yes, but it was still realistic. Her fingers through the face, that looked so realistic. So I feel like some of that stuff they have to make it look overly fake, so that it's not extremely graphic. You know what I mean? All right, stunts and effects, we gave a 5. All right, true to source material. Now, because this is an adaptation, right? It's this storyline isn't based off of a comic in and of itself, right? This is a true, singular, unique storyline that is pooling from others. So I tried not to go too hardcore.
That's why I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3?
Mm-hmm. Because other than Deadpool and Wolverine, you didn't really have source material to really pull from. You had to create your own story.
I mean, yeah, but so think, I guess the way I approached it, because it wasn't a true, I'm thinking, were they true to the characters? Was there, character things that were different than they should have?
That's why I gave it a 3.
Okay.
Because, Deadpool 1... I gave that I would give that a 5.
Right.
Because going into it, we knew they can only fuck this up so much. So that exceeded my expectations with Deadpool 1.
Okay, fair.
by this because now you're converging worlds.
Right.
The rights to the movie or the licensing to the characters from 20th Century Fox is gone.
Yeah.
We got to start fresh, and now we can actually say mutants and not enhanced people,
right,
or persons.
Fair.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. So when we're looking at what this movie sets the precedence for, it's a 3.
Okay.
For me, it's a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. I thought like the characters were true to their nature. The callbacks were true. I liked that they like showed all the different versions of Wolverine.
Yeah, I just forgot about. I give it a 3 out of 5.
They showed all the different Deadpools. Those were all, you know.
And then you even gave us comic book and cartoon symmetry version Wolverine. Mm-hmm. The one at the bar when he jumped down, he was like 3 feet tall, like.
A little bite size, a little fun size.
Yeah. So I give it 3 out of 5.
I give it 4. Overall rating for me was a 4 out of 5.
I'd have to rework my numbers.
Yeah, it was average.
My numbers are probably put it.
I moved 1 down and 1 up, so it came out to be 4 at the what I thought it was.
So hold on, let me redo mine. Beep, 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 beep. Calculator. Plot and storyline. I said it was a
4. I think.
4 plus rewatchability. I said
it was a 3.
3. Plot. No,
you gave rewatchability a 5. You were at a 5 and you brought it down to a 4.
Yeah. What was the next one?
Laugh factor.
Laugh factor. I said.
I don't remember what you said.
I think it said 3, 5, 4. I said 4.
You said stunts and effects was a 5, and then true to source material you gave a 3.5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. 4.1.
Okay,
not bad.
Yeah, no, it was a great movie. Definitely not a 5, but I don't think it was below a 4. I think it averaged out to be good.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a comic book movie and it was just going by action or acting, comedy and action, it probably would have been below a 4.
Mm-hmm. That
boosted it up, but neither here nor there. Great movie. I enjoyed it. There'll be many more times that I watch it.
Agreed.
All right, recommendations. Have you watched anything that we've talked about from...
I started Dan to Dan.
Okay. Initial thoughts on the first episode.
First episode dope as a bitch. Like, it got me, but as I really wanted to dive into it, that's when everything happened.
Give me your wiener.
So, I said, fuck. So, the good news is, tomorrow's Monday? Yes. Yeah. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Tuesday. Work Wednesday, off Thursday. So, for Thanksgiving. So,
I work Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off.
You whack.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, baby.
The perfection that comes out of it is once kids are dropped off of school, I'm gonna dive right back in. So knock out Dan to Dan, knock out Gundam.
You just watch the first episode?
Yeah, I just watched the first episode. Like even with like rewatching Deadpool, I had to cram it. Yeah. Cause like it's been back and forth to the hospital. Yeah. Like so, yeah. I'm a watch Dan to Dan. I'll probably just watch Dan to Dan tonight while I'm editing. Yeah. Knock that out tomorrow. Gundam, and I really need to just watch Solo Leveling like straight through because I only watched the first episode of that like months ago.
Fucking great.
So that there was I can get my phone for this one. I did have a recommendation this week for a movie that is on Netflix. Okay. Nigga-flix is what I call it. Have you ever watched Code 8? That ain't the movie, but that's on Netflix also.
Oh, Code 8, yeah, with Amell and...
Robbie Amell and Stephen Amell.
Great. I've seen both of those.
Oh, you saw the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the second one recently.
Yeah.
She was dope as a bitch.
They're both great.
The horror movie was called Time Cut.
You mentioned that last time. It was about some chick who, like, her sister dies or something, and she goes back
in time.
Yeah, okay.
Fire.
Time Cut, got
and
it.
And then Don't Move.
Don't Move.
That was the other one.
Which one is that? So,
Don't Move is a... Long story short... A woman whose son dies tragically. One morning she wakes up. I can't do this shit no more. She's thinking about killing herself. She goes to the top of this mountain ready to jump off. This random guy's like, hey, I'm not going to try to talk you out of it, but, my name's Bill. Don't do it. Hey, here's what life is about for you. She finally decides not to do it. They walk back down the canyon, gets to the car. When she gets to the outside the car, he's blocked her in. She's like, hey, can you move? He's like, yeah, I got you. Walks out, drugs her, kidnaps her. He hits her with a paralytic that it's going to hit you in about an hour. You're going to start getting woozy first. Your right side will get tingly. Your legs going to loosen up. And you're going to fall. And then your ass is mine. She then comes to find out that he has a family. He's been doing this for years. He has his own cabin. And that's going to spoil the movie. Long story short, her body starts awake. She's fighting to get away. This nigga's crazy. Kills random people that gets in the way of it. Like, bitch, you're mine. I'm going to get you. It's her fight to survive as she doesn't have control over her body. That's all I'm going to say. And that shit is suspenseful as fuck.
Okay, so I need to watch this. All right. Now, do we want to use one of those as the movie for next week, or do we want to do something completely different? Do we want me to throw an AI randomizer on and have it pick a random movie?
I have a movie I want us to watch,
okay.
But it's my favorite. Long Kiss Goodnight.
Okay.
You've never seen it, have you?
It's possible that I haven't. I know the name. I'm familiar with the name, but I've seen so many that...
Gina Davis, Samuel L. Jackson. Such a good movie.
What's it about?
No, we might want to say, because technically it's a Christmas movie. That movie happens around Christmas.
Okay, let's wait till...
we'll save that one then.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list, though.
I will say then...
Hold on, let's have some fun real quick. We've got time, and if we need to edit this out, we can. I'm just being bored. Give me a random movie title. Pick a random movie for us to watch for next week's podcast episode.
Got it. How about the Grand Budapest Hotel? It's quirky, visually stunning, and has a unique blend of humor and drama that could make for an interesting discussion. Plus, it's different from what you've covered recently.
What the fuck would you know what we covered recently?
Skynet.
You want to go with that one or something else?
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
Thank you for the recommendation.
So, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Grand Budapest Hotel. All right, and I think we own that one too. I'm going to put that on Grand. Matter of fact, I'm just going to make my next page of notes on here.
Yep, that's what I do every week.
And
I think that's what's going to make it really funny too, because having a movie essentially like that is different from what I've ever watched anyway. So, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Hoddle, poddle, doddle.
So y'all get ready for some crazy shit, because y'all know what my mind do to new movies.
Grand Budapest Hotel. All right. Speaking of next week, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Eating, cooking
at the house.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, so Sunday next week we're doing at our house here, so it'd be about 3:00. So if you want to chill after, have some food with the family.
Cool. That works.
Bring the family or whatever or not,
Hopefully, niggas. Yeah. But yeah, guys. Episode 6. We back for this week. We back next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends about us. Yeah. We out.
Peace and chicken grease.
Titties. From Reels to Reigns podcast.